Hello everyone, welcome here. Today, we're going to play some Valheim. And I think the plan is to start working toward fighting Modor. Actually fighting Modor, probably not today. Almost certainly not today. But we will at least start working in that direction. Hello, Colo. Welcome here. There's still some mountain to explore here. We might as well explore it. Get a better feel for how our new gear works in the mountains. I probably should upgrade this bow more. But we'll leave that for now. Yeah. Looks like the smelting is mostly done. Okay. We could probably use some more silver. We've got enough iron to last forever, effectively. Oh wait. I portioned out the wood for this already. So I gotta make sure I don't run off with that. And that I keep those full. Okay. We definitely need to go to the mountains to kill another drake or two. Until we get another drake skull, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Because we need more of those. Okay. So with our better shield, we should be a lot better off in the mountains, because we'll actually be able to block wolves. It's really stupid that the previous shield simply couldn't block wolf attacks. Is it this one? No. Oh, it's the one that's marked Elder. For some reason I was thinking Tower, because that's what the place that we're actually going is named. But it's near the Elder. Care about some ratty ass Grey Dwarf. Okay. That copper deposit is marked, so I don't need to mark it again. Alright, into the mountains. I want to explore the whole place, make sure we've discovered everything there is to discover here. For example, there might be silver here. There could be boss-related crap. And I would like to know where any and all of that stuff is. Also, while we're here, it wouldn't hurt to grab some more obsidian if I run into any. There's plenty up higher in the hill. Yeah. Alright. I don't know if I've looted this place. Okay, apparently I have. It is kind of cool that they built this here, like to show you that you can make log cabin walls with core wood. That is a unstated but extremely useful thing for ruins to do, is to demo to building techniques to players. It's a strong reason why ruins in games should be like if your game has some kind of building system, you should have ruins that are built using that system. Simply to demonstrate to your players what all they can do, give them ideas, things like that. Which is something that, unfortunately, oh, what is the hell name of that game again? Okay. Just trying to see how useful the poison was against the Drake. The answer is not terribly. Give me your head. Okay, darn. Anyway. I missed him. Get your ass back here. Yeah, the poison doesn't last very long at all. No head. Darn. Okay, I should try to kill this thing with my new gear. Our blocking chances should be a lot better. Okay, maybe not. That was worth a try. If I pop bone mass, if I had a different weapon. But I don't want to take him on with sword and shield like this. You can feel free to attack him, but I'd really rather you were back over here where I can kill you instead. I don't know why the Drake is so after that thing. There we go. Give me your head. Hell yeah. Okay, that should be enough Drake trophies to build the helmet. So now we do not have to actively mine those anymore. Let's continue exploring the mountains, see if there's anything interesting up here. There is silver nearby. Okay, you just cannot block his attacks at all with this stuff. That is annoying and bullshit. Why can I not block attacks? Wooden battle axe, okay. That's nice. I want to locate the source of the silver, but this stupid bastard's gonna follow me. I could just try shooting his ass a whole lot with the bow. It does 25 damage, it looks like. Maybe it's more if I hit him in the head or something. Does he even have a head? Ooh, that was 100 damage. Okay, where'd I hit? It was fairly high up on his body, but was it like... that wasn't very nice of you at all. What the house do to you? I think that was just a crit that I did to him, not an actual hit him at a specific spot type thing. Okay. Well, this house is going to be mostly shredded by the time he's done with it. I suppose that means I can just pick the loot up when I'm done. Okay. Yeah, my attempts at blocking clearly did exactly nothing. Because I took about the same amount of damage from that hit as I took from the one I was, quote, blocking, end quote. So his attacks are literally unblockable. Which I do not approve of. What's the point to having a shield if I can't block shit with it? Also, this guy's just fast enough to be really annoying. I would like the stuff he drops though, so we'll just keep chasing him in circles with a bow until he dies, I guess. Assuming he doesn't kill us first somehow. Okay. I hate the frickin' stamina system in this game so much. Here, give me some more stamina so I can actually do things. Dodged too early there, but it didn't matter. Okay, I got all the stamina regen. I dodged that. Not well enough, but I dodged that. One more good hit. 2 more mediocre hits. Alright, he's freaking dead. Hell yeah. Alright, that gained me some more crystals, which are useful, I suppose. Right here where that stupid rock is, isn't it? Yeah, it's like right here. Okay. Let's pick up whatever else we can here. My inventory is full. Okay. Some of this is shit that we can drop just right here. I don't care about any of that. We used up most of our arrows there. No, those are the iron arrows. We used a bunch of our arrows, but not most of them. Okay. I don't think there's anything that I'm going to want down there, but I should explore it to set out the boundaries of this place anyway. There's more obsidian, I should grab that. Hey, you, get back here. Missed, of course. Whoa, survey. Oh, come on. Yeah, I flicked too high. There we go. Not sure those freeze glands actually give me anything I care about. But ooh, there's a dragon egg. How much weight do I have? 345. I don't think I can actually pick that up. Because dragon eggs are pretty darn heavy. 200. Ooh, and they can't be teleported either. Okay, that's brutal. Okay, if we drop the standard wood, we just barely can walk. Alright, let's go straight that way. Just to explore this a little bit. And then we'll leave the dragon egg at the tower. Getting them all to where we'll need to fight Modor, wherever that ends up being. It's going to be interesting, for sure. I don't want to fight that idiot. Also, just fighting that golem took up almost a third of our bow. Which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. I don't care to fight those skeletons. They have nothing that I want. Care to fight that troll. He has nothing I want. I wouldn't say no to troll body parts, but also I don't have the carrying capacity for them right now. So, see ya. Sucks to be you, Mr. Troll. Okay, right here is the path that leads to the tower. You can see a Draugr moving around down there in the swamp. That swamp is fully explored and had nothing of any use in it. Or at least nothing that I currently care about. Hello, troll. I don't really mind if he follows us all the way back, because I will be able to just wreck his ass. Or I should anyway. See, I can block him. Just makes it even more annoying that I can't block anything else. Alright, so we can't take the egg back via teleport, so we'll have to leave it in the chest here. We'll have to come get it via boat when the time comes. Which is fine, I guess. I kind of wish this mod only triggered when you hit it with a pickaxe, not just hit it with anything. Like, this is an extremely cool mod that I definitely want, but also it should only trigger when the rock is hit with a pickaxe by the player, instead of by anything with anything. Oh well. Alright, do I have anything that can't be teleported? I don't think so, not anymore. So let's go back to base and get rid of our stuff. We do need to re-up that. So let's quick stack our stuff. Grab some iron. Okay. Why'd I grab iron ore? We already filled the furnaces. I'm still overloaded, but not by as much. There we go. Okay. Now we gotta fill those again in the morning. Go ahead and put our iron away. Am I full up on troll hide? I sure am. Do I care about troll hide? Yeah, it's mine. We might as well keep it for a little bit. Not sure where I want to put these bear paws. I don't really have a good spot for them. The chest that I was using for that kind of thing is now decidedly full. I guess we can take the Drake trophies out because we're about to use them. Speaking of using the Drake trophies, in the morning we'll go put another load of iron in, and then we'll come back and make that helmet. This is the last load of wood to go into the smelter. Lovely. There we go. All future smelter loads are pre-apportioned and ready to go. Let's harvest the honey. Which I probably should have done when I first came in, but oh well. Stuff gets stored here. We did get the wooden battle axe, which is interesting, I suppose. Don't really have a use for it. It does no drill damage, obviously. But we'll keep it along with the other looted item. Which is in here, I think? No. In there. The wooden sledge. Not sure what those are for. Okay. Now, what do I need to make the Drake helm? 2 more wolf pellets. Alright, I can do that. Drake helm. Plus 20 armor. Lovely. Ugly as shit, but it's plus 20 armor, so you gotta take it. Now, frost arrows, we don't need. Iron head arrows, don't need. We can make better nowadays anyway. I have these flint head arrows I should also get rid of. The poison arrows we're going to want for a later boss fight. Probably. Okay, the frost arrows we're going to keep for sure though. These arrows I think we're just going to throw away. Because like the flint heads, we'll never use those for anything. Unless it's like to save better arrows when you're killing deer or something like that. Speaking of which, silver arrows, like a spirit damage, okay. I was looking, however, for a different kind of arrow. Obsidian arrows, 52 pierce. Yeah, that's 10 more pierce than the iron heads, and we can just go get obsidian easily enough. So these are cheaper and also better. Okay. Some wood from the wood pile. Put it in the wood chest. And we'll go ahead and make some more obsidian arrows. That's fine. The other arrows, we're just going to walk outside of a workbench's range and we'll dump them on the ground. Where they will safely despawn after a day or two. But I just do not want to deal with those. The iron heads might be worth keeping, kinda, but bleh. Hey you, what do you think you're doing in my base? Get out of here. Alright. Now. It looks like the turnips are ready to pick. Do I need turnips? No. Okay. Boars are all doing fine. Let's check, make sure their fencing hasn't been tampered with by any annoyances. Nope, they're all good. Okay. Alright then. I suppose that means that we should head back out to the mountains. Okay. I expect the mountains end like somewhere right in here. Maybe here. Yeah, the closest teleport is still to the tower. Oh, I still have the iron on me. Oops. Okay. I think we'll run around the outside more or less, just to establish the boundaries. I'm pretty sure we've gotten everything out of here we want, except maybe the silver. And we're not mining that right now. We'll come back for it later if I need it. Yeah, that's the plan. I should also run into a wolf to see how my blocking works against them. Particularly with the aid of more armor, I would be very surprised if we weren't fine. I'm not really sure how blocking works in this game as far as what controls of an attack is blockable or not. I can only assume it's damage versus block power or something. Oh, hello. That's another dragon egg. I mean, don't mind if I do. Oh, I should have marked these on the map, because I bet those crystals are harvestable or something. I don't feel like dealing with those bastards right now. Where did I find that first egg? It wasn't too terribly far away from here. Okay. I can one-shot a wolf if I just buried it. So it is good to know that this gear is good enough to parry a wolf at least. Okay, could you bastards not? I don't want to deal with you right now. You're annoying. There we go. Okay. I wish it would stop with this storming here, because I can't see shit. I can see snow, and that's about it. And while I do want to see snow here, I would like to see still snow lying on the ground. Not blowing snow, definitely not lying on the ground. Okay. So it looks like we'll get most of the eggs we need from here. Not sure how many you need exactly. I think it's 3, but it might be more than that. Could you knock that shit off? These things are the gray dwarfs of the sky. They're not threatening, they're just annoying. At least with this armor on. Perhaps with lesser armor they would be a bigger threat. I'm definitely not going to take my armor off to find out though. Okay. I've not spotted any more silver. There's another roof. I think that's a respawn of the one we killed earlier. Okay, we're getting close to the silver we found earlier. The game is helpfully informing us. There is some around here. Let's pick up that stuff we left there earlier. We have plenty of inventory now, or we didn't before. Stupid golem is still here. I could try to kill it using like a dodge and hit strategy. Oh wait, there's more silver over here. Kind of hoping that'd be the end of the silver vein sticking out of the ground, but oh wait, that's the silver vein we detected earlier. We're going in circles. Alright, well I didn't see where that egg was before. I don't remember where I found it, so I guess I won't mark where it was. Which I should X that one off so that I make a note of the fact that I already picked it up. Unless the egg respawns or something and that spot just regenerated it. It seems unlikely. Wouldn't mind a little more wolf hide. kind of remember there being some over this way. And I hear some of the bastards somewhere. I think. There we go. Hey, you. Yeah, once you can parry them, wolves aren't much of a threat anymore. But, like, I severely dislike the whole thing that you just can't parry them with sort of level appropriate gear. Because that just means the optimal strategy is to shoot them with a bow from safety. Which feels very cheesy. Oh, there's another one. Hey, you. Apparently you can tame wolves in order to have helpers in combat, but like, screw that noise. Oh, there's another one down there. Okay, it's funny how much farther you can see when it stops being super foggy and blowing snow everywhere. Okay. Let's head back to the tower. And then in the morning, I think we'll come back and look around a little bit more, see if I can find that egg spot again. Okay. We're not actually going to stay the night at the tower. We're going to take the portal here after we dump the egg in a chest. Now, we'll just slow walk back to the house. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had enough coal there, so we don't need this. Alright. We're almost done smelting the iron, so that's nice. Alright, I heard some little shit hitting something. Who was it and where? I don't see anything though. Okay. Now, let's grab the honey. Am I full up on honey? Where am I storing it? Oh, I am. Okay. Also, apparently I'm full up on wolf meat. Speaking of which, I should go ahead and make some wolf jerky. I'll make some turnip stew. And I'll make wolf jerky because it uses up things that we have tons of. And it is a very useful generic food. Also, the cooking sounds are way too loud. Oops, I accidentally canceled that one. Okay. Yeah, 33 health, 33 stamina. That's pretty good. Okay. And we'll go store that iron. And then back out to the mountains. It's a lot of iron right there. And even more on the way. I think we've got enough iron to last us for a little while now. Just maybe. Okay. An equipment mod sure is a lifesaver. Yeah, originally I kind of liked it that, oh yeah, your inventory goes, your equipment goes in your inventory and that's cool. But as things progressed, particularly once I got the belt and was no longer quite as weight constrained, then it became apparent just how too small the inventory was. And at this point, I would never play without this inventory, without the equipment mod. The mod also lets you add even more quick slots and stuff like that. I didn't think that was necessary. Just the equipment slots are good enough. But like, that's a solid 4 or 5 slots that are always going to be taken up with gear that are now free. Which, as much random ass loot as this game gives you sometimes. Okay. So we've already more or less completely explored this mountain. But I am looking to see if I can find... Well, let's get some obsidian while we're here. Because that's always useful. Or it will always be useful. What we're really looking for is where that dragon egg nest was. Because I want to mark that. Okay, the silver's right over there. Okay. There's where we fought that stupid golem. Right over here is where I marked that silver. Have I seen the new Crimson Desert game? Yeah. Supposedly it's made by the same people as made BDO, and it's very similar to it. I don't know. Not terribly interested. But also I don't have anything against it, so... Oh, there it is. No, wait, that's the one I marked earlier that I went to. Okay, well if I can see that from way the hell over here, where's the other one I found? Could you not? I'm busy. I don't want to deal with you because you're not a threat, honestly. You're just annoying. Okay, here, fine. If you want it so badly. And... died of poison? It's got 0 HP. Not sure how he survived that, but anyway. Body. There's another one down there. I didn't really explore that way very much, so it can't be over that way. Surely the eggs don't respawn, do they? Because I found another egg in here earlier, somewhere. But I can't remember where. Like I found one over there and I marked its location, but I found a different one that didn't mark. At the time I didn't think to mark it. I was, oh yeah, cool, an egg, pick it up. I dropped some other shit to make room for it. But I didn't bother to mark it. The stuff I dropped wasn't terribly valuable, so it's not like a concern there. Oh well. It's definitely not over here. There's a cave. No, wrong button. Not that saving's gonna do me any good, but let's go say hi to the woof here by the cave and then see if the cave's got anything interesting in it. Frost caves. I'm not sure what kind of enemies these places have in them. A werewolf kind of thingy. Okay. Did he drop anything even? I don't think he did. Okay. Well, that seems largely useless then. Venomous Claw. Okay. And what did that get me? A whole lot of not much. Let's eat the black soup. Yeah. Let's eat up on health foods instead of mostly, what do I call it? Can't really... Okay, there's something right behind the door. Looks like another one of those wolf things. Oh, interesting. Holy fire damage, apparently. Alright. Well, that's annoying. And despite turning on keep our shit, we only keep the equipped shit. So we're gonna have to go make some food so we can eat up before we leave. Which is not ideal. Let's do one turnip stew instead of... Okay. You know, it would be helpful if I actually bothered to get rested before we left. You don't have 11 comfort? I thought I had comfort up to 11. Guess not. Okay. Let's get back there, get my shit back. Hopefully not burn to death this time. I think that's what happened, but it's hard to tell because... Anyway. Yeah. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I'm not actually that big of a fan of RPGs. I like a very specific kind of RPG. And I like occasional examples of the genre. But overall, I'm not really an RPG fan. Nor am I overly much of a fan of certain kinds of RPG mechanics. Yeah. And I'm really not a fan of melee combat games either. Doubly so when it's made tedious via mechanics like stamina. Which is one of the many reasons why you'll never ever find me playing a Dark Souls game. They're pretty much go down the list and take things I don't like, the genre. Yeah, they just spray fire on you, which is really annoying. I don't have any fire resist anything. Where in the hell did you come from? Please die. Oh, I see. There's the wall close. There's another Fenris Claw. Fenris Claw. Fenris Hair. Okay, that seems to be for an armor set. Meat Pile. More claws. Okay. My inventory is full of shit. Not that full, apparently. I need to remember I have these healing meads on me. But that's like so far out of whatever I'm thinking about most of the time that I never think to use them. I don't want that. I want my helmet on. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Does that give me anything, or does it just destroy it? Okay, I don't get any red Jude or anything like that out of it. That's a long ways down. It looks like there's stuff down there. Okay, I need you all to die, and with that many of them coming at me, there's no chance of blocking, so just kill them all. And hope I don't die first, which turns out works reasonably well. Drop the wood, we don't need that. I'd rather have the trophy. Another Fenris Claw. Okay, let's go get rid of all this shit and we'll come back and properly start exploring this place. Also, I want to see what kind of stats that armor lists. Because it might be better than our existing armor. or have cooler bonuses, or otherwise be interesting. Okay. That or there could be interesting things of value in there, other than just the materials we've been finding so far. I'm pretty sure, now that I've been wandering around a little bit, that the slabs that show Mordor's location are just out in the open near ruins. But they could have moved them in an update at some point. So I'm not going to trust that that is definitely the case. And I want those thistles. I don't care about those bones. So give thistle. Okay. Got a nice lovely full moon tonight. Look out for werewolves, now that we've noticed apparently they're in the game. I highly doubt that any such thing is actually here. I don't think he drops anything I care about. Yeah, we'll just get out of here. Alright. Oh, I don't have inventory chest space for this crap. Cultist trophy. Red jute. Like, what all is that stuff for? Okay, Fenris coat is 10 armor. So that's half as good of armor as what we have currently. Resistant versus fire. This plus 15 is the set effect. It's resistant versus frost already. Fenris hood. Movement speed plus 3%. Fenris leggings, movement speed plus 3%. That would give you plus 6% movement, which doesn't seem that useful. It's half the armor as our current set. Resistant versus fire could be cool if you're up against something that does pure fire damage. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. These just seem like they're not great, but there's probably something I'm missing about them. Okay. A rugged tale from a not-so-good boy. Wolf trophy. Yeah. Few things we want to do before we go to bed. Dump that shit over there. And then let's go recharge the furnaces. For the last time. Bring back more stuff that needs to go in the furnaces anyway. Okay. Hallelujah, we're done smelting. Or at least we will be in the morning. Speaking of which... Okay. Store that. Okay, that's a lot of iron. Okay. I need to build more chests or larger. Well, okay. I've got literal mountains of iron. We can build big chests now. They cost fine wood instead of normal wood. That's fine. We have tons of fine wood. But anyway, I can build reinforced chests. And I think they'll even fit in these shelves without too much effort. Okay. Let's rearrange this shit in our inventory so we have room for the things we're going to be collecting. Boom. Break that. Okay, actually they will clip like hell. Ooh. We are going to have to move these shelves, I think. Well, yeah. Okay. Let's place some temporary stuff over here. Just gonna go ahead and place some temporary chests so I can clear my inventory out a bit. I'll have to come back over here and redo these shelves too. But that's fine. I can live with that. Take most of the stone outside. Okay. That stone pile's getting pretty out of control, but okay. Let's go ahead and store the wood in here temporarily. Nice thing about chests that are twice as big is you can put multiple chests worth of crap in them. Okay. Of course, because we are making our storage larger, everyone knows what's going to happen here. the quantity of stuff will grow to fit the available space. That is after all the rules. Alright, let's get another chest dune down. That works. Okay. Now, woke up and chose violence today? Not precisely. Okay. I woke up and chose to redo the storage area, that's what happened. Something like that, anyway. I need to be up half a block from here. Which means if I do that, I think, because this wall is half a block higher, and then snap the floor onto that. Like so. And then we take a full size one of those. Boom. 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 Alright, now. Snap it there. Not precisely sure what that snapped to. I think is the midpoint on this pillar, which is where it needs to go. Okay. Okay, that'll work. We don't have any fine wood. That's fine. We do have plenty of fine wood just outside in piles. Boom. Okay. Yeah, I realized I had an actual shit ton of available iron. And that was the only thing stopping me from using the bigger chests. So, let's go. Okay, game, you can calm down now. I gotta get some stairs so I can get up there. We won't be able to fit as many chests in this wall area. But that's fine. These chests are 4 rows of 6, whereas these are 2 rows of 5. Yeah. So these hold considerably more than just double. Which means ultimately, even if we can only fit 2 rows of chests over in that corner, we will have a lot more chestage. Okay, the real question is, though, do I want to build my chests like this? Because part of me thinks it would be cool if the chests were somehow resting on rails that ran underneath them. Now, how hard would that be to do? Like if we had two parallel rails with the chest built on top of them. I wouldn't want to put them quite like that exactly, but... Oh, that stupid chopping block thing is getting me in the way, isn't it? Get out of the way. I'm trying to do something stupid. Okay, I think the only snap point that chests have is in its middle, which means we need to do something like this, and then can snap it on like that. Actually, that looks kind of cool. Ooh, we get really good spacing too. Okay, that's what we're doing. Yeah. Okay. Now. Okay, the first chest goes at this high. Well, the first chest goes on the floor, but... Okay, this pillar is not what I need. Let me think how I want to do this. Or how I can do this, I should say. Okay, where do I want the centers of these chests? More or less on the centers of this block. Which implies at the cross pieces, I want one there and one here. So if I do this, and then snap the center of that to there, and center of that to there, remove that block, boom, we got placement supports for those two. Okay, then we take these, and we do that, and that gets us the placement for the side beam. Okay, and we take you. No, that's not quite right. We take you like that, and that gets us the placement for the next level. And then the chest support snaps on there. And there. And then the back support beam goes on there. And the vertical support goes there. Remove that temporary placement bit. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, I was just in the way. Let's put the hinges toward the middle. For each pair. Okay, now. I'm going to delete this post actually. Come on. Snap where I want you to, damn it. Oh wait, did I not put... I did not place the floor piece there. Oops. Okay. Because I want the same rails on the floor just for visual consistency, if nothing else. Yeah. That'll do. Okay. No, this don't quite reach right. Damn it, I deleted the back wall. Okay. Actually, we could have done this easier all along. From this angle, those look all warped to hell. I don't think they actually are. No, okay, yeah, they're not straight. I think there's a bit of some kind of shader going on there. I don't like the way that looks. Snap. Camera broke. Okay. I'm going to put the posts in 45 degrees off because I kind of like the way that looks. And then the next level of rails across goes in 1.5 up, which means we need to use U. Snapped at the midpoint. Like so. And then U. Snap onto the bottom. Like so. Snap into the midpoint. Oh, come on. Yeah. Temporary stairs need to get up there. Boom. And there we go. Now. Hinges to the middle. Boom. It'd be a lot easier to see if it was daylight. Okay, I think that's on the right spots. It looks like the right spots. Okay. Beautiful. The first 6 are in. We're going to have 4 more over there. We won't be able to fit 6 because of the slope of the roof, cutting it off, but... let's go ahead and start sorting our stuff back out again. I'm going to put seeds in this bottom one. For now. For now, just seeds. I don't think I have anything else I need to go in there just yet. And then the next above it is going to be metal and other ore-related products. Like, not actual metal, but ores. Yeah. Obsidian, other rock-like building materials. Matter of fact, we probably should just go ahead and put rock in there, too. That'll save me a chest that was being used for rock before, since rock is something that generally isn't stored in chests. Okay, wood gets a storage container. It gets the top one. It gets a whole container to itself because it deserves it. Totems. These definitely get a container to themselves. Not totems, trophies, whatever. They get that top one right there. All the trophies of every kind for every creature. Yeah, we got so much more storage space already. Okay, now, weird materials. Creature body parts. Oh wait, that's a trophy. Creature body parts, dungeon materials, shit like that. It goes in here. Okay. I suppose this stuff belongs in here for now, until I split it out something better. Okay. Wait. Okay, now it's stacked. Not sure what's going on there. Okay, leather. We'll put that in the bottom chest over here for now. Also feathers went in there apparently. Other things that should go in with the leather. These scales make sense to go in there. Yeah. Oh, that's a trophy. It's not a head like the other trophies, but it's a trophy. Okay, those chests are all empty. Okay, you go in with weird materials. All of these are kind of materials, honestly. Oh wait, that's a leather. Wolf hide. Bone fragments. They belong in here, feathers do. As do wolf fangs, I guess. I mean, a lot of this is going to get sorted out to other chests when I have space to do so. Okay, for now, every chest that's empty gets deleted. Okay. Well, let's start storing these shit in the temporary chests so I can get the old ones moved. Okay, this is all gear. Valuables. All right. That's a half tile off. Well, no one will be able to see it. Yeah, actually they will. Okay. I was trying to decide if I wanted to embed this together or not. Overlap it like that. We can do it in the back there. Nobody will be able to see that. So I could put a vertical post back in that corner too, but I don't think it'd look good. Or, I mean, it'd look fine, but it would cut out a whole 2 chests of storage, which I don't want. Just to the middle. Not sure if I'm snapping on what I want to snap onto there. Oh, I'm out of fine wood. Well, that's easy enough to fix. Okay. Going to assume that's correct. Snap into place, damn it. Here, give me 2 iron. Okay. Why you know fetch. Okay, there we go. One thing I just realized. Okay, those look like they're lined up more or less. They may not be, but it's hard to tell from that angle, so. Do these stick out the back wall? No, they do not. Okay, good. Because if they stuck out the back wall, we'd have to do something about it. But since they don't, we don't have to. Hell yeah. Alright. I do, however, need to replace that stairway I just removed. Because put those in. It's gonna stick out on the other side pretty badly. Okay, actually, that'll work. Makes it kind of look like they're butted into a... I didn't want to remove that back wall. Okay. Boom. Yeah, it makes them look like they're butted into some kind of ending piece there, instead of just hanging out over nothing. I'm going to do something very similar here. I don't think you can see that from anywhere, but yeah, whatever. We'll just pretend that's tied to the back wall somehow. Okay, the back corner chest is valuables again. Guess we can store certain cores in there still. Okay. This is the bone chest. Speaking of which, where did I put those bones? Where the hell did I put the bones? The standard bones, not the... There they are. Fangs can be counted as bones. I hereby decree. We can snap signs in just below. I thought you could attach signs directly to chests, but I guess not. Alright, well, we're going to have to manually place these because they won't snap where I want them to, but I kind of half expected that anyway. Do I have those backwards? I think I do. Oh wait. I've got the wrong block. These are the wood plank pieces. There's the sign. Okay. The sign is the same shape and size, just you can write on it. Okay, there will be no snapping that anywhere useful. Unfortunately. And I can't see shit. That's a dark corner. Fix that up a little bit. see if this is going to be at all readable. Sort of. Can I put a line break in the middle? No. Yes, I can. Except I want it the other way around. Why does typing /n gives you an instant line break? I don't know, but I decided to try it. And it worked. Somebody, somewhere, is feeding that string through a function that damn it. It's feeding that through a function that unescapes it. Okay. And what's in the lower level? Leather. Okay. Bone. Nothing for now. Store extra gear in this end chest. Okay. Lovely. So, what do you guys think of my classification system? Oh, I should remove that torch. I do kind of want a torch back there, so I can read the signs, but I want it to be a permanent torch. An eternal torch. Okay. Let's go grab that last load of iron. And then we remove the temporary storage chests from the middle of the floor. And I believe we're done. Okay. Lovely. Most of the stuff is trash. It probably should have been thrown away a long time ago, but oh well. Alright, with that sorting done, we can finally store things in our chests again without constantly running out of space. Which means it's time to run around and take care of the base chores real quick, namely collecting from the beehives. And then we're going to go back to that dungeon in the... Oh, damn it. No, we're not. I need to build these chests. I forgot that I need to redo this out here too. Okay, 1 second please. Grab some fine wood. Okay. Let's grab some standard wood that we will assuredly need at least a little of to make the shelves. And let's get out there and get this built. Okay, first things first. Some temporary chests. Let's grab all the meat out of the raw meat chest. As well as the cooked meat and fish chest. Alright. Now. Okay. This is not the worst idea I've ever had. I kind of want there to be 3 chests here, which means this has got to go there, which is too high to fit underneath the roof. So we can't put 3 chests here even if I wanted to, unless we do this. Come on, piece of shit. Go where I want you to. There we go. If we stack them like that, nah, still looks dumb. However, I think I'm on the right path. We just need to build these in the correct order. And make some heavy use of clipping. And we can stack that shit right up. I'm going to build these neat looking little edge shelves. So they look like they're actually supported by something. Okay, that's kind of cool actually. I like that better than the original shelving system. There's certainly no room to actually make it look like the lid opens, but I don't care. That's fine. I kind of like this better than the shelves I built inside, but I'm definitely not moving those around. Alright. All the cooked meat goes up top. Raw meat, including fish, goes down here. Honey is not a raw meat. Okay. And then down here in the bottom goes the honey and the swamp ingredients. And up here in the cooked meat category goes the fishing supplies. Alright. The ooze goes over here with the swamp ingredients. So we've got space in there now. The buke berries go in here with the cooked meat. Okay. Hammer broke. Let's go repair that real quick. Man, having iron to build with in large quantities is really nice. Actually being able to just build giant chests wherever I need them. Okay. Let's see. I think we built them at those two heights. And you go right in there. You get the mushrooms. Okay. And then we put across the beam, which is thankfully mostly invisible, but is purely there to actually support the thing. Do the same up here, beam. It's supposed to look like it's supported by other things, but it's actually supported by the beam. Okay, carrots, I don't want you in this inventory anymore. Alright, this gets berries. Dandelions, other shit. Alright. Great Orphies go in there as well. Come on, snap in place, damn it. There we go. Okay, you get carrots and turnips for now. Actually, we'll put these berries over here with the other berries. Okay, beautiful. So much space for activities. And other random shit that I bring back can be stored finally. It didn't even cost that much iron compared to the giant piles we have of it. Look at our iron chest. Yeah. We still have a little bit of iron in stock. Alright. Make sure all our shit's repaired. Is there anything else I can build furniture-wise? I could build a raven throne if I had iron nails. I don't really have a whole lot of space. Ooh, I could build a stone throne if I had a stone cutter. Does it even look cool? Yeah, it does kind of actually. Where would I put it? Just the middle of the room looking at the fireplace. Looks kind of dumb, honestly. What about the way raven throne? Let's make some iron nails. That gives us a few more comfort. Which gives us 19 minutes of rested. It's pretty good. Anything else we can do to increase comfort around here? Red jute carpet. It's a lot of red jute fabric. Red jute curtains, which is just a banner by any other name. Cloth hanging door double. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, I never did build this obliterator. I was going to build that just in case it did anything cool. I'm pretty sure it's just for removing items I don't want anymore. which would actually kind of be useful occasionally. I'm not sure where I want to put it. It'd be kind of cool to put it in the attic so that spire sticks up through the roof. It looks like the house has a lightning rod on it. Assuming the game lets you, that'd be a kind of cool decorative technique. Yeah, if I put it somewhere over here, I'd want to build a little stone platform for it. Speaking of little stone platform for it. It doesn't seem to actually let you clip that much through anything, which is unfortunate. So it kind of has to be out in the open somewhere. Okay, 4 copper, 8 iron. Okay. Kind of would make sense to put it over here. But if I do that, then I need to put stone underneath it. And if I do that, then I need to put a stone crafter somewhere around here. Where's the stone crafter? There it is. Okay, putting one of those over here temporarily is fine. Okay. Oh. That needs to be a little closer. I thought it was close enough. It turns out it was not. Well, that's fine. We can put it over here then. That'll definitely be good enough. Okay, I want this to be in the ground a little farther. So to that end, I'm going to need to use probably some trickery. Let's grab some wood. Get out of the way, you. It is no longer easy to access the wood chest from outside. It's too high in the air. Also, it's getting dark, so let's sleep and worry about this in the morning. This little house is getting too much furniture and I need to build a bigger one. Somewhere else. Which isn't going to happen for at least a little while yet. Okay. Now that that's placed, I can flip my stone right onto it. Oh, come on. where I want you to hit. Okay, you know what? That actually works pretty well. And then we'll just cut this back a little too far. And then I will hit the wrong button because muscle memory says so. We will go get a hoe. And now it'll be the right button. Okay. Where is this thing? Okay, we need to go get the Thunderstone. Boom. We need 2 more iron because we used 2 to build the stone cutter. Alright. That'll work quite nicely, I think. I don't like how it slopes down right there. However, I think I can fix it by disguising it. No. I kind of wish there was an upside down version of this. Unfortunately, there is not. Ooh. Okay, that looks cool. I placed that in the wrong spot purely by accident, but it looks cool, so I'm going to leave it. And we're going to call it the right spot. Okay, let's try it with 1 stone to start with. How dare you damage my shit that's all around it. Okay, didn't seem to have damaged stuff very far away. Let's try it with a little more stuff and see if it damages farther away. Okay, I got some coal out of that. So it does damage shit around it, which is a bit unfortunate. It means that placing it here was actually a really bad idea. So we are going to remove it. All that work I did to build the damn thing, and we're just going to delete it and build it someplace else. Where it isn't surrounded by stuff. Yeah. Okay. I am still going to put in a stone floor for it. But it's not going to get a fancy back wall and that kind of stuff. Okay. Beach sapling. Boom. Damn it. It's rotated wrong. Okay. Now, I can stand right over here and repair most of the floor, but I need to fix it up so I can repair it better. To do that, it's too short to the ground. It's too low to the water. We can't put a floor. We can't put a thing underneath it to repair it. So I'm gonna have to put the workbench someplace else. How do I solve this little problem? Okay, I do need a stone cutter over here somewhere for repairing this stuff. Without making it too difficult to do. Like, we have one underneath that, and it barely works. Let's go ahead and obliterate that coal, because I want to see what all it damages around here. If it damages those trees, then we're going to have a problem. I have to move the whole thing. Okay, it does not. It only damages the stone underneath it. Okay, we can repair that by just standing in the right spot, so it's fine for now, I guess. Yeah. Alright. Let's go get a cultivator, and then we can grass the area just slightly. And I'll call that good. Okay. Lovely. A little lesser used path over to here to this thing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, well, I guess that's taken care of. Now, let's go repair our shit. Put away the things we don't need. And then I think it is getting late in the day, I guess. So we probably should sleep before heading back out to the dungeon, because I think that is the next thing to do. Let's go back to explore that dungeon some more. Okay, what do I need to do to make a stamina mead again? Okay, that's pretty cheap. We'll make a couple more of those. Get those running. And then, since food doesn't seem to tick down while you're sleeping, we'll go ahead and eat up. And then sleep. Sit in the throne for a minute or two so we got another regen tick. There we go. Okay, 19 minutes of rested bonus. Don't mind if I do. Okay, I'm going to drop that stone there because I don't want to carry it on me. We'll come back for it later. Should have just left it in the first place, but oh well. Alright. Off we go to the mountain. specifically to a dungeon therein. Or the skeletons, they are no threat. He did a grand total of 1.5 damage to us. Yeah. Okay. Ew. Wait. A stupid skeleton followed me all the way up here? I guess that is a choice he could make. Alright, here we are at the entrance to the dungeon. Or frost caves, I guess the game calls them. Alright, this path was already explored. Well, that path was a dead end, I should say. This path led to a place that I explored, other differenter place that I explored. This is thoroughly looted, I think. And then we went around here. And then downstairs. And we reached this room, but we didn't loot it. Because there was too much shit down here to pick up all of it. Fenris claws. We could break that for more bone fragments. I don't think it's worth. Okay, so that's everything that's down at the bottom of these stairs. I think so. That means we go try one of the other paths back this way. Okay, here's another door. These things really don't like the silver sword, do they? I think that's what that hissing burn thing was happening to them was caused by. Because I noticed they, when I hit them and stepped back, it didn't kill them all the way. Or when it didn't kill them all the way, they began to burn with a kind of blue light. So I'm guessing I'm pretty glad I have silver weapons for this place. Okay. There's nothing too fancy back here. Now, how about this way? Bunch of hair. Silver necklace. That gave us something we could build. Treasure chest, it was called. Personal chest. Dragon bed. Must not have noticed that. I definitely didn't just unlock though. Okay, fancy bed. It's definitely larger than the other one. Might make it so we can't really reasonably fit it into the old house. The personal chest must be... Okay, but that definitely wasn't what was just unlocked for picking up that silver thing now. Because I would have... It only requires fine wood and iron to build. Coin pile. That's... Oh, here, treasure chest. Rubies, silver necklaces, fine wood, silver. Makes a little decorative fire... I'm guessing it's decorative anyway. Chest full of valuable looking crap. Okay, that's cool. Suppose if we find more valuables, we might build that just for the dome of it. See what it looks like. I don't think I'll need it for anything though. Okay, well this side path is cleared. Let's head down the last one. This side path looks pretty small. Let's drop that coal. We don't need it. Not sure where we picked that up from. Okay, so I think this place is cleared. So let's cross that off. I don't think we got enough out of there to do anything useful. We might have enough to make one Fenris armor piece, but... yeah. Alright, our inventory is full, though. Oh, yeah, we already know about that silver. Wyvern bastard being a bastard. Let's just ignore it, we don't care. Alright, over here's where that dragon nest was. Okay, yeah, I can confirm they do not respawn. So where was that second stupid dragon nest? I really want to find that second dragon nest so I can mark it. But I'm not sure if the crystals that are around it are harvestable or not. And I guess someday if I'm short a crystal, I can always come find out. Oh wait, is that it right there? It is. Okay, let's mark it. And let me cross it off to show that it's been collected. Okay, back to base to we can get rid of this shit out of our inventory. I don't think I have room for wolf parts in my inventory. I can make it though. I have tons of bones at home, we don't need those. I'd rather have wolf pelt. Okay. Wolves aren't much of a threat anymore. I don't think I need a wolf trophy. I don't care to go get that one. I'd have to drop something else out of my already too full inventory and I don't want to bother. Okay. Oh. Let's just go ahead and follow the trail back to the tower. And then, I guess we go find another mountain. Because that one's pretty thoroughly explored. Yeah. I think that's the idea. I think I looted that chest up top. Pretty sure I did. Okay, we gotta leave some stuff here. These metals can't be teleported, unfortunately. I'm not even sure where we looted those. But we got them from somewhere. I'm gonna need these berries for future stamina needs and stuff, so I might as well pick them up. There's that door. Alright. So, that little mountain did not contain any hints to where we could find a Modor. But it did contain 2 dragon eggs that we may or may not ever use. It depends on what other dragon eggs we find elsewhere. And it contains some silver we can go back and get later if we desire. Now, the next mountain we explore shall be I don't know. We're going to need a portal for it, though. But unfortunately, this portal building is out of space. Not going to nuke that bot. Oh, I'll get it. There. Yeah, unfortunately, our portal room is out of space. Which does not mean that there's nothing we can do about it, of course. We will have to build a new portal room. I think there's a missing carrot there. Oh well. Ugh. Okay. I kind of want to explore whatever mountains over here. Because there is one there somewhere. I don't think it's too far from the edge. We had the materials to build a portal. Or two. The portal hut here is full. Or is it? We could put one there against the post, I guess. It would kind of work. I don't want to block the main route, though. We could put one here, just underneath the edge of the roof. That's probably actually better. Okay. Let's build two portals. I don't have enough fine wood. We might have to go fine wood cutting. Okay, that gives us the materials for both portals in our inventory. Alright. We need to improve that a little bit. Let's go get a hoe. Could I even fit a dragon bed back in there if I wanted to? No, I couldn't. Okay. That's definitely something that'll go in the nicer, newer house later. The Plains house, whenever I end up building one of those. Oh yes, hell. That's what I came here for. We want leveling. Jam it in there, just underneath the roof edge. You... just call it mountains. Kind of like we have a swamp portal. We have a mountains portal now. Okay, the other portal materials are going to go... with us to Port Wadenaro, where we'll load them aboard the boat and we'll sail across to, what do I call it? We could take the carb. It's a very short little journey. Nah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take the carve. No. No, we'll take the proper boat. It's better to bring the proper ship. Okay, don't slam into the shore. That's why I didn't really want to take this boat. It's because it's kind of a pain to get in and out of here. Grab this neck tail. And let's get rid of that eyesore. It used to be there for a very good reason, and then I removed its reason to be, and no longer serve the purpose. Should be able to sail out of the river mouth at more or less full speed. Just avoid the rocks. Alright, we're out deep enough water. I think we're clear of all the rocks now. If we hung closer to the shore over there, there's definitely be some in the way. You can see the mountain we're headed toward out ahead of us. Okay. Hopefully there's a fairly large mountain range, but it's kind of hard to tell from a distance how large it is until you actually, get over there. It does run pretty close to the edge. Speaking of which, we're basically there already. Boom. Here we are. Get out of here, you. Let's pop down a temporary crafting bench. This is not a permanent outpost by any stretch of the imagination. If we want one of those here, we'll build it better, higher up the hill. For now, I'm just trying to place something distinctly temporary if I can get this stupid bench into place. I don't want to have to build a platform for you to sit on, but it looks like I might have to. Okay. You are much less picky. Alright, portal connected. Now, off into the mountains we go. I should probably actually mark that on the map. just so I don't somehow forget which piece of coast it is. Okay. I don't really need that much food, actually. I probably could have, should have, ate some stamina food instead. Oh well. Oh well. There's a woof. Hey, woof. That was interesting. I gained considerable reverse velocity when I parried him. Okay, the back side of the mountain is pretty close. On this section of it anyway. It's fairly steep, but not much going on. Listen here, buddy boy. Yeah, that's what I thought. Go away. Bother somebody interested in fighting you. You don't even drop meat like the wolves do. The least you could do is be useful. We might as well pick up these freeze glands, though. I think they can be used to make arrows that I might want later. I'm sure they'll be useful against whatever kind of fire creatures we end up encountering down south eventually. I assume that any fire creatures we end up encountering down south are going to be weak to freeze. There we go. Runestone? Something about drakes. Okay, that means there's probably tons of drakes spawning in this area. Kind of figured that out already. This mountain's very tall, but it doesn't seem to actually have any resources of note. Okay. Like, there's some obsidian here and stuff like that, but... That looks like a dungeon of some sort. But it's not a frozen dungeon, it's a Black Forest dungeon. Okay, is there anything we can see from up here? Also, we ran around enough of this that if there was silver here, we would have found it. There's more mountains way over there. It looks like. That's quite a ways off. Okay. Let's remove that mountain marker. We could explore that ways for a little while. I don't think I'm going to, though. We'll sail... If anything, we will sail around this island and identify its borders. So I think for now we're going to go back down. We're going to pick up that mountains portal and we're going to load back up on the ship and we're going to set sail for somewhere. Where? I don't know how to think about it. Okay. I'm not sure who would ever want to eat wolf jerky. It probably isn't very good, if I had to guess. Quite a lot of probably relatively easy to mine copper right there. Not that I'm going to do that because we have actual ship tons of copper back at home. It's probably the last material we need. Alright. Back aboard the ship. Remove that marker for the portal that's no longer there. And let's set sail. Don't run aground on the rock. Okay. I think we'll sail around this island real quick. Kind of curious what its shape is. And there might be more mountains farther around. That mountain was definitely a bit disappointing. I probably should have marked the wyvern stone or whatever. There's a couple bears right here. One right over there, one right over there. Could run them down real quick, I guess. If I felt the need for bear parts, which I don't think I do. Not planning to make bear armor right away or anything like that. There's a troll. Okay. The wind's swinging around in front of us, of course it is. Actually, keep swinging, wind. Well, that's still not ideal. It won't let us not quite sail around the island here. It'll be useful when we turn to go up the other side of the island, but that's not sure how long the south coast is here. Oh well. We could sail right now, but we're facing in toward the shore, and we have to turn more into the wind a little bit. Matter of fact, we should start turning now, and that'll preclude the ability to sail pretty quickly. Okay. Judging by the trees you can see through the mist ahead of us, it looks like we're going to be reaching plains soon. So we should turn a little farther off the shore. I think those are... It's either... Well, no, it might be meadows. Yeah, those don't quite look like plains trees to me. I don't know, we'll see when we get closer. Yeah, I think it might be meadows. Oh, there's more mountains right there. Yeah, I think those are those mountains we saw from the top of the other ones. I have to keep those in mind. We'll probably come back to explore those. For now, I want to keep sailing around the island. I'm gonna mark them nonetheless so that I can remember that they're there. The wind did swing around, but didn't swing around enough. As a matter of fact, it swung around in a direction that's going to make it hard when we turn this corner up here, I think. If I turn a little farther away from the coast and drop sails, we can maybe pick up some speed, though. Not too much, just a little. Well, we won't be able to maintain this course for long. Oh, there's a sizable mountain. Maybe we should sail over and check that out. Yeah, screw it. Let's sail over there and check that mountain out. When we're done, we can sail back over here and check this much shorter mountain out. This one looks properly sizable. And the coastline we're sailing directly toward is Black Forest, okay. Because there's some swamp over on that end. I don't necessarily want to land right beside the swamp. Like, we've got armor and weapons that are going to make the swamp trivial, but also there's no point landing somewhere more dangerous when you can land somewhere safer. Particularly if you want to build a portal and stuff. Looks like it's going to be night soon. Which means we want to get this portal down quickly and back home so we can sleep and get back out here in the morning. Okay. Just build the damn thing. Okay, there we go. Well, back to the house. Let's go to sleep. Okay. Our food's wearing off, but we should be fine. Okay, the mountain is right over that away. There's a 1-star boar. No 2-star boar. I'm gonna mark that there's a boar stone here, though. Okay. It would be very inconvenient to get a 2-star boar back from that boar stone, but... apparently you can lead them along behind your boat if you piss them off. They will follow you. I would really rather not have to try to do that. For reasons that should probably be obvious. Okay, there's the door. Is there a chest in here? There is. Curious axe head. Somehow you know that it can never be complete on its own. Interesting. I wonder what that's all about. Okay, food. We'll eat one of our better stamina foods. This is a really tall mountain, and we're going to need every bit of stamina we can get to the top, I think. I want to go over to that tower in the hopes that it has a tablet that tells us where Mordor is. So that's my current goal. Fairly substantial little stone fort. Someday I hope to build a much larger one. It doesn't seem to actually have anything of any interest in it, though. Yeah, no. Okay. Well, that's that then. I'm gonna mark it anyway. it's interesting enough to be marked. Okay. That Drake can kiss my ass. I'm not stopping to fight him. He is not interesting. He doesn't drop anything I'm terribly interested in at the moment. He doesn't do enough damage to be concerned about. He's just a moderate annoyance, and that is it. You, on the other hand, drop food. And not half bad food either. Okay, here's another stone ruin. Ooh, this one's got a chest in it. It's got another wooden battle axe. I will go ahead and take that. This one's kind of cantilevered off the side, it looks like. Yeah, that's cool, I suppose. There's no thing in it. So we'll mark this stone tower. Okay, this is a much larger mountain, which I approve of. It's much more opportunities to find cool things. Okay, there's a rune stone of some kind down there. I don't really want to go out down there and find out what it says. Not when we're already way up here. Maybe when exploring that area later, I'll mark it out or something. I could drop a kind of reminder to go that direction type thing. Marker. Nah. Get your ass back here. Good enough for silver marker. Okay. Onion seeds. Ooh. Give me those. Okay, that's new. You can have that. I'll take this. All right. Looks like there's another tower ruin down here. Let's go check it out. It's got some kind of spawner thing in the middle, looks like. Skeleton spawner? Yep. Hey, you. Become with me. Okay, no little marker in the corner. No. Okay. Stone run. I think the way the game generates these is that they have a fairly complete version of it, and then they just randomly damage it. and then place that version. And if that's not how it does it, then somebody is wasting a lot of time making 10 different versions of the same structure. Which is possible. Completely possible. I think that down there is... No, that's a different tower. Okay. We'll put a question mark marker in that direction. Because there's something over there. But I'm not sure of its exact location. Let's get our stamina up. Okay. We're almost to the mountain peak. Looks like there's another tower just downhill from us. That is probably an egg right over there. So let's go this direction. We'll mark this tower out. Okay, it's a good thing we have plenty of food. Oh, here we go. Way the hell over there is Modor. Roger that. I'll put another marker here. Tower. Okay, over here is an egg, which we'll mark. There's some silver somewhere around here. Oh, right there it is. Marker is exposed. That is an egg. I don't feel like fighting 50 bazillion drakes. Okay, maybe I should have been a little more careful. Apparently when there's a lot of very unhappy drakes, they actually kind of matter a little bit. Alright, anyway. Exposed silver right there on top of the ground with an egg right beside it. I will take that. Now. With the snow, I can't see shit. Just going to make our exploration a little bit harder than it otherwise would have to be. But we did locate Modor. Way over there in the Ascend of Nowhere. I was kind of hoping we would find a Modor on this mountain, but I think those tablets always direct you to the closest. boss fight of the type they're supposed to point you to. But I'm not actually sure. If it does direct you to always to the closest one, then there will be none here in this mountain. How much weight do I have? 155? Okay, let's actually go back to that egg. Because I can get that egg and load it aboard our ship. I'll have to lose a little bit of weight, but I can do that easily enough. Okay, that's over. It's going on about stuff we already have identified, I think. But there's some that's marked just uphill. Okay, the eggs are like, were they 200 or were they 300 weight? Either way, we should be fine. Don't tell me all you bastards respawned again. No, I don't think they did. Okay. Let's dump that wooden battle axe, because we already have one. And I don't think there's a reason to get another. Okay, we can definitely carry more weight. To that end, let's drop the neck tail and take the wooden battle axe then. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, back to the boat. We're full up on shit. I'm actually going to go down the hill. Go down the hill just for exploratory purposes. See if there's anything else I can find down here on the way out. Okay. Man, this mountain is very high. I've seen some really obscenely tall mountains before. Oh, there's another egg down here. Back here, you little shit. Do I have any trash I don't want? Not really. The amber is only worth 5 coins. Whereas I think a pair of River trophies is probably worth more than that. Not in coins, but in actual, you know, plausible use. Okay, all 3 of those drakes dropped a trophy. I'll take it. mark out this egg. Just in case I decide to come back for a third Modor fight. We're still descending the mountain. Although I think those are the tops of the trees for the Black Forest biome that's around. Yeah, it is. Okay, we have escaped the mountain, more or less. Now, let's just follow around the foot of the mountain until we get to where the boat is. And we'll take that back. Okay. I didn't actually mark where I put that portal, but it's over there by where the boar stone is, so. We'll cut through the mountain here. It's a very pretty game, sometimes. These weather effects are pretty cool. It's too bad the combat has to be so ass. Alright. Almost back. Here, get punched to death. Nah, this will take too long. Get smacked with a sword instead. Alright. We're almost back to the portal. Yeah, this is a gigantic mountain biome, and I should probably somewhere up here, like not actually in the mountain per se, but somewhere near it, build a mountain expedition settlement and place my portal there. You bastards. That's a 1-star neck beating the shit out of my boat. Get the hell away from my boat. That boat's beat the shit. Why the hell are they attacking it? Okay, I don't have anything. Oh, I do have something that can't be teleported. Okay. We gotta put that egg aboard the boat then. Okay. Through the portal. I'm really curious about this Curious Axe head. I should look that up and see what it is and what I need to complete it or what it does and all that fun shit. Okay. Also these onion seeds, we need a little onion field somewhere apparently. Okay. Seeds in the seed chest. Trophies in the trophy chest. Sleep until morning. Somebody is attacking my stuff. What's laying around out here? Oh, I bet there's... Wait, why is there so much dead Grey Dwarf bits out here? I just had the thought that maybe there's a skeleton out there killing them, but I don't see any skeletons in the area. So I'm not sure who's killing what over there. Alright, let's get back to the mountain. I want to place a... label there, so I know where it's at. The boars all got murdered by some skeletons. Get your ass back here. Okay. Stupid damn neck keeps attacking my boat. I don't appreciate it. Let's pull it in a little closer to shore. Go do some neck murder. So they're here and causing problems, we might as well remove them. Although new ones will spawn and cause problems, so I don't know why I'm bothering. Get away from my shit. Okay, let's put a little marker here. No, you better not. Okay, let's take the portal back. Let's clean out our inventory properly. Instead of just the quick job we did last time we were back here. Apparently we basically filled it back up again just from miscellaneous crap laying around the boat. Let's repair our gear. Okay. I'm going to put this in here for now until I decide what it is. And I think we'll save the game there. It is 10:33, so. Oh. It is, unfortunately, time to wrap things up. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, I believe we will play more Valheim. Hopefully, we will get started much sooner. I got started way too late today. We didn't even get a 4-hour stream in today. But anyway. So, yeah, we'll try to start much earlier tomorrow, hopefully. And we will continue with our mountain adventure. Now that we actually know where Modor is, we can head over in that direction. Pick up the other 2 eggs along the way. And see about setting up a proper base. Explore the mountains where the boss is, and do any improvements I might feel I need to do to the area, and build little cover bits and whatever else I think I can do, and prepare for the boss fight. Which, from what I've seen and what I remember, is just a whole lot of running around and shooting it with arrows over and over and over again until it finally dies. Which seems to be distressingly typical for Valheim, but anyway. Yeah. Cool boss fights aren't allowed. Bosses hit way too hard, you heal way too slow. Therefore, shoot it with arrows until it dies. But anyway. Yeah, that's for tomorrow. I don't know if we'll actually kill Mordor tomorrow, but we'll try. Or we'll try to repair. Monday, of course, will be Crab Champions, as is normal. Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll probably do Sweet Transit. For at least Tuesday, maybe both days, depends on what all happens. And then Thursday will be something new. And then Friday will be EDF. And then next week will probably be even more Valheim. But anyway. For tonight, is anyone on the follow list doing anything? Nope. No, they're not. Boring bastards. So I guess we won't raid anybody. Hopefully. I see you all back here tomorrow for continuing Valheim shenaniganry. And I will see you all later. Good night. And goodbye.